Good morning. Welcome to an extremely sunny and beautiful walk in the South Pennines. Specifically, I'm in Happy Valley, aka Hebden Bridge, in the Calderdale Valley, to do a lovely little 7-mile walk up onto the tops, where we'll have fantastic views of all Calderdale. And already we're starting off by going up. Right, so don't fall over these stones while I'm talking to you. Why don't you go check out the route next, get yourself a drink, and I will bring you back when there's less danger of me tripping up and breaking my nose. From Hebden Bridge, cross over the canal and railway, heading left towards Fairfield and through Crownes Wood. After great jumps, yes, that's a place name, hit the open moorland as you head towards the top of Broadhead Clough, then down Dick's Lane, yep, where you'll see Stoodley Pike. After exploring Stoodley Pike, head down the steep path, cross the stile, down the track before turning right and head to Height Wood, then Callis Wood, before returning back to Hebden Bridge on the canal. So as I've said, we're in Happy Valley country, and Happy Valley is a TV programme on BBC One, still available on iPlayer, written by Sally Wainwright and starring the fantastic Sarah Lancashire, Siobhan Finneran and James Norton, and it's set all in this valley of Calderdale and Hebden Bridge. As I said, it's still available on iPlayer. If you've not already seen it, it's absolutely fantastic. 3 series, binge watching perfection. Right, we'll head on up out into the fields and on the open moorland, and I'll show you some of the amazing views around here. And it's a bit breezier today than I was expecting. I'm hoping though I can still get the drone up in a bit. Nice house. A nice old black post box. So it's good to be out again a week or so after finishing the Great Glen Way, of which the videos are out. So if you've not seen those, please check those out, and if you like them, give it a like, please subscribe, all the usual, you know. The good thing though is, a week or so after doing the Great Glen Way, with just a small pack on my back, God, I feel like I've got a spring in my step. So much lighter. And the weather's come out and play ball as well. Do you want some, eh? Do you want some? Oh, luckily I'm turning right here. Thank you very much. I don't want a repeat of the other week. And the views have started to open up. And right in front of us in the background, you can probably see some woods. That is the site of my first ever YouTube video. The best walk in Calderdale. Up to Gibson Mill and Hardcastle Crags. Terrible video when I think about it now. But it's what got me started. Right, crack on. Oh, I'm not in a mood for bog hopping today. Right, must be another way around. this. So you might be able to make out the woods in front of us there. That is Cragg Vale, home of the Cragg Vale coiners, who in the late 1700s used to clip coins and form new ones to kind of supplement their income from weaving until they got caught. Check it out on Wikipedia. And also there is a series about the Cragg Vale coiners that was written by Shane Meadows and starring Paddy Considine, and I think that might still be available on iPlayer as well. Go watch that, well worth a watch. Now for some reason I can't quite get my mic to sync with my camera, so I'm having to record separately, so it might end up being like one of those badly dubbed martial art films from the 1980s when my mouth and my voice are not in sync. Oh, the trials for YouTuber, eh? Anyway, I've just been chatting to a bloke called Mark, who's been travelling over here from Manchester, comes and does a lot of walks in the area. So if you're watching this, Mark, nice to meet you. Hope you enjoy your many more years of walking around here. And we can now see Stoodley Pike, which I'll spin you around and have a look at, and then when we get a bit closer I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Right, I'll spin you around. There it is, Stoodley Pike. I've had days when you can see Stoodley Pike and walk towards it and it never seems to get any closer. So, finally out of the wind. These trees are providing a lovely bit of shelter. So anyway, Stoodley Pike is 37 metres high, situated almost halfway between Todmorden and Hebden Bridge, and it was designed in 1854 by the local architect John Green, and it was completed in 1856 at the end of the Crimean War. It actually replaced an earlier monument which had been built to commemorate the defeat of Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo. However, in 1854 that monument was struck down by lightning on the same day that the Russian ambassador was leaving London to return home at the start of the Crimean War, and in about 1889 provided with lightning rod basically to stop it getting hit by lightning and destroyed again. And there are about 39 steps on the inside, so you can climb up and have a look from the kind of first floor, as it were, and hopefully we shall get to it in a few minutes. I think though, unfortunately, it's going to be a bit too windy to fly the drone. Now to hit the Pennine Way. I've just met a runner coming the other way who says that it's proper windy up there. Next level insane were the words that he used. Look, I've got Stoodley Pike on as a hat. Others might say different.
Oh, God, it stinks.
Right, up we go. Right, brave this wind. Right, I'm going to try and find somewhere out of the wind to have a sandwich, if there is such a place. So I'm finally out of this wind, and today's sandwich is the finest mechanically reclaimed and reformed chicken. What possessed me to buy this in the first place? Lord only knows. What will make it a lot better though is when I add ready salted seafood crisps to it. Cheers! So that was Stoodley Pike then, that sits on the moors between the towns of Todmorden and Hebden Bridge, like a giant middle finger sticking its finger up at everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. The wind was relentless up there. And now to head down out of the wind and find some lovely woods to walk along on the way back to Hebden Bridge. Oh my word, I think we're coming across some kind of dog graveyard where the dogs now are forever off their lead and chasing the postman into eternity. Right turn, Clyde. Well, this is a very pleasant woodland walk back towards Hebden Bridge, out of the breeze slightly. My God, it was windy up there. And a couple of miles back now to Hebden Bridge in the van. Hello. A staring competition. Haha, I win. Well, this is a path that's easily missed. I went past it about 10 yards, and this is properly in the woods, and every other tree has got a little yellow dot on it, so you can know that you're still on the path. That said, I've missed a little yellow dot. It's got to be here somewhere. Right. Oh, there it is. Down here. Back towards Hebden Bridge. And the last section now is just above, but alongside the Rochdale Canal, all the way back into Hebden Bridge. It's been a great little walk, this. Really enjoyed it, apart from the wind up at Stoodley Pike. I'll spin you around, because this is really beautiful. Have a look. Well, I've thoroughly enjoyed this walk so far. Nearly back in Hebden Bridge. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, put a comment in. Have you ever been to Stoodley Pike? What do you think of it? And if you don't already, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything. You get to see more of this. Right, only a mile or so back now to Hebden Bridge. Right, so that's me back in Hebden Bridge now. Last quarter of a mile back to the van. I shall leave it here. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Ta-ra.